Now see here, today we will begin kinematics. Kinematics means it is that, and all of you keep on writing also, that branch of physics in which we deal about moving bodies. We study about the moving bodies. Without considering cause of motion. In this, we will discuss about the moving bodies without considering their cause of motion. It is clear. This is known as kinematics. Kinematics is that branch of physics in which we discuss about the moving bodies. We will study about the moving body without knowing the cause of motion. Means because of which region motion has created in the body. Now in this chapter, we will study motion in one dimension. Motion in one dimension means in one direction. In one direction. It's clear. We will discuss the motion only in a specified direction. Now, what is the motion in one dimension, motion in two dimension, motion in three dimension? So see here, the place where you are sitting, that is a three-dimensional place. The place where I am standing, that is a three-dimensional place. It is having length, breadth, and height. All the three dimensions. There are three perpendicular directions. You can see here, I am trying to show you. Here, these are the three perpendicular directions. See here, suppose this is x-axis, this is y-axis, and this is the z-axis. These are three perpendicular directions which constitute this space, which is constituting to this space. While these two directions, x and y, they constitute a plane surface. They constitute a plane surface. These three perpendicular directions constitute a three-dimensional space. It's clear? Now see here in the diagram, we will make like this. If you make it here, how will you show? This is the x direction. This is y direction, and z direction on the plane of paper, it is made like this. It's clear. But in actual, what is its meaning? In actual, its meaning is that z direction is normal to the board. It is normal to the board in this direction. Z direction is this. But on the plane of paper, on the plane of board, it is marked in this. Now, one more thing you can see, that these three directions are perpendicular to each other. ये तीनों directions एक दूसरे के perpendicular हैं. This is the z direction. If you see, z direction is perpendicular to x as well as to y. X direction is making 90-degree angle from y as well as from the z direction, from z axis. It's clear? This is called x-axis, y-axis, and this is z-axis. And why do we give more importance to these axes? So see here, these are x-axis, y-axis, and z-axis. These three are independent directions. Independent directions in a plane, in a space. Independent directions means they are not interconnected. They are not interconnected. What does it mean? Suppose this is a body which is lying here. If you apply the force along the x-axis, what will happen? It will displace the body only along the x direction. It will not displace along y direction. It will not displace along z direction. It's clear? It will displace only along the x direction. Means anything, if there is any quantity along x-axis, there is no effect of that quantity, there is no effect of the force along y-axis or along the z-axis, which we have made like this. It's clear? That's why these are the independent directions. So all of you remember this thing, x-axis, y-axis and z-axis, these are three mutually perpendicular independent directions which constitute a space, a three-dimensional region. Three-dimensional region is known as a space. It is clear? Similarly, if there are only two directions, x direction and y direction and z direction, or x direction and z direction, any two, xy or yz or zx, then they are constituting a plane surface. They constitute a plane surface. For example, you know that mosquito is flying in a space. Mosquito is flying in a space means when a mosquito flies, what will happen? It will move along x-axis, simultaneously it will move along y-axis, simultaneously it will move along z-axis. पर अगर हम एक चींटी का मोशन देखें, अगर एक चींटी का मोशन देखें तो वो क्या है? It is moving only in two directions simultaneously, either along x-axis and y-axis or along y-axis and z-axis, like that. It is clear? It cannot move like mosquito. So the motion of that chiti is two-dimensional motion. Motion of mosquito is a three-dimensional motion. But if anything is going straight in a specified direction, that motion will be one-dimensional motion. It is clear? So all of you remember this thing, that one-dimensional, two-dimensional, their motion may be one dimension, motion may be two dimension, motion may be three dimension. When I say motion in one dimension, it means body is moving along a specified direction. Body is moving along a specified direction. When I say that the motion is in two dimension, it means body is moving simultaneously in two perpendicular directions. When I say that body is moving in three dimension, motion of the body is three dimensional, means it is moving simultaneously in three perpendicular directions. And these three perpendicular directions are always independent to each other. Perpendicular directions हरदम एक दूसरे की क्या होती हैं? Independent होती है. It is clear? So here today we will discuss the motion in one dimension. Now I am going to explain you about what is motion. Though you have studied this thing in class 9th. So see here, what do you mean by motion? So motion means there are two terms, motion and rest. And these are the relative terms. Relative terms means रिलेटिव का मतलब ये नहीं है कि भाई बहन है, भाई भाई है, माँ बाप है, ये ऐसा नहीं है. रिलेटिव मीन्स वी कंपेयर वन विद रेस्पेक्ट टू द अदर. इट्स क्लियर? Here we do the comparison. See here, suppose this is a compartment of a train and this is the platform. This is platform. Now see here, there are two passengers which are sitting in front of each other. compartment is moving in this direction, and there is a third passenger which is standing here. So what will you say A and B about one another when you compare the position of A with respect to B, or compare the position of B with respect to A? What will you find? You will find that both are at rest with respect to each other. Both are at rest with respect to each other. But if you compare the position of A with respect to the C, compartment is moving in that direction. What will you say? You will find that A is in motion with respect to C. Similarly, if you compare the position of B with respect to the C, you will find that B is in motion. Means when we are comparing position of A or position of B with respect to one another, they are at rest. But when they are compared with a outside passenger, it is found that they are in motion. It's clear? Means these are the comparative properties. If motion means if position of body, this means position. This means position. Position of body changes with respect to, WRT means with respect to surroundings. All of you keep on writing also. Then the bodies are set, then the body is said to be at changes with this, then the body is said to be in motion. It is said to be in motion with respect to that surrounding. उस surrounding के with respect body is in motion. It is clear? Similarly, a position of body, position of body do not change with respect to surrounding. Then it is at rest. So I think that it will be clear to you. If position changes with respect to surroundings, it is in motion. If it do not change with respect to surroundings, it is at rest. It is clear? Now after this, there are some terms. In order to quantitatively describe a motion, there are some terms. I am going to explain those terms. These terms are the basis of the kinematics. मतलब काइनमेटिक्स की पूरा क्या है, इन टर्म्स से ही डिस्क्राइब किया जा सकता है, जिनको अब हम बताने जा रहे हैं. नाउ सी हियर, एंड आवर मेन एम इज हियर, इट इज मोशन इन वन डायमेंशनल. हम यहाँ पर मोशन इन वन डायमेंशनल को प्रियॉरिटी देंगे. हर एक चीज उसी के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से फिर हम डिटरमाइन करेंगे. सो देयर इज ए टर्म डिस्टेंस. Distance, it is the total length of path traversed by any moving body. I am not writing, you keep on writing. It is the total length of path. Total length of path traversed by any moving body, that is known as distance. What is distance? It is the total length of path traversed by any moving body, that is known as distance. Then there is a term displacement. Displacement is what? Straight distance. Or shortest distance between starting point and final point. That is known as displacement. Now this I am going to explain you from one diagram. Suppose any body is moving on this circular path. It starts motion from this point. This is the starting point. Travels along the circumference of this. And once again reaches here. Means this is the final point. What will be the distance traveled? It will be equal to the length of the circumference. It will be equal to length of the circumference. This circumference will be equal to the distance traveled. Distance traveled will be equal to the length of the circumference. It is clear? But if I ask what is displacement, then you will find, since displacement is what? A straight distance between starting point and final point. Here starting and final both points are coinciding. Therefore, what is the straight distance between them? That will be 0. And therefore, here displacement is 0. But the distance covered is equal to circumference. Now you take another example. Here you can see, here this is a body which is moving on a straight line. It is moving on a straight line. It's clear? This is the starting point and this is the final point. And moves along a straight line by 100 meters. What is the distance traveled? It will be equal to 100 meters. What is the displacement? Displacement is also 100 meters. Why? Because displacement is the straight distance between these 2 points, which is 100 meters. Means in this example, you can see that displacement and distance are equal. Here displacement is 0 per distance is 2 pi r. Now there is another example. This is another example. Body starts moving from A. Firstly, it goes 40 meters in this direction. Then it goes 30 meters in this direction. This is point B, this is point C. Then it goes 100 meters in this direction. If I ask what is the total length of the path, what is the distance traveled? So you can see 40 plus 30 plus 100. 170 meters. It is the distance traveled. But what will be the displacement? Displacement is the straight distance between starting point and final point. Which one is the starting point? This. Which one is the final point? This. What is the displacement? Displacement will be equal to the length of AD. Length of AD will be displacement. So here I have given 3 examples. Here you can see body is moving along a straight line. Displacement and distance both are equal. Here you can see displacement is 0, but the distance is, what is the distance? It is 2 pi r. Here you can see that distance is 170 meters. What is distance? Is 170 meters. But what is the displacement? Displacement is length of AD. Now which one is bigger? इसमें और लेंथ ऑफ एडी में क्या बिगर है? तो लेंथ ऑफ एडी स्मॉलर है, डिस्टेंस कवर्ड इज बिगर. इट्स क्लियर? So from here you can conclude one thing, that displacement can never be more than distance. डिस्प्लेसमेंट कभी भी डिस्टेंस से अधिक नहीं हो सकता है. डिस्प्लेसमेंट एट मोस्ट किसके बराबर हो सकता है? डिस्टेंस के बराबर हो सकता है. इन विच केस व्हेन द बॉडी इज मूविंग इन ए स्ट्रेट लाइन. नाउ द सेकंड क्वेश्चन. Here second question is, these are three types of motion. This is the one motion, motion number 1. This is the motion number 2, and this is the motion number 3. Which motion is one dimensional motion? इनमें से कौन सा one dimensional motion है? So only this is the one dimensional motion. This motion is one dimensional motion. Whether it is one dimensional? No. Here it is not one dimensional. In class 10th you have studied uniform circular motion. Uniform circular motion, so you know that what will be direction at any instant? It is along the tangent. Suppose at any instant body is here. What is the direction of motion? Along the tangent. Suppose किसी टाइमिंग पर बॉडी यहां पर है. What is the direction of motion? It is along the tangent. So direction is continuously changing. Therefore, it is not one-dimensional motion. Whether it is one-dimensional, so here also it is not one-dimensional. Because you can see from A to B there is one direction. From B to C direction has changed. And from C to D, once again the direction has changed. Therefore, this whole motion is not one dimensional. This whole motion is not one dimensional. Only from A to B it is one dimensional. Only from B to C it is one dimensional. Only from C to D it is one dimensional. It is clear? So this is about distance and displacement. Now, what is the unit of distance and displacement? So, SI unit of both is meter. It's clear? Now, one more thing. Distance is a scalar quantity, while displacement is a vector quantity. Both are represented by symbol S, but here it will be represented like this because it is a scalar. But here, when we write this way, then it means this is displacement. This is displacement. When we put an arrow over the S, then it means it is a displacement. This is the displacement. It is clear? So distance is a scalar quantity and displacement is a vector quantity. Now all of you keep on writing also. It's clear? Because I am repeating the same thing again and again. So you keep on writing. It's clear? So these are the main points about the distance and displacement. And in one-dimensional motion, both will be numerically equal. Both will be numerically equal. In one-dimensional motion, distance and displacement both are numerically equal. Now after this, there is a term speed and velocity. These terms you have studied in the lower classes, but just for revision, I am once again repeating. Now see here, there is a term speed and another term velocity. What is speed? It is the total length of path. It is the distance traveled per unit time. Distance traveled per unit time. Speed equals to distance upon time. While velocity is what?
Displacement upon.
Velocity, it is the displacement occurred per unit time. एक सेकेंड में कितना डिस्प्लेसमेंट हुआ, दैट इज नोन एज वेलोसिटी. While the distance is what? Speed is what? Speed is the distance traveled per unit time. So velocity is displacement upon time. Now see here. Speed, distance traveled per unit time. Velocity, displacement occurred per unit time. Unit time में कितना displacement हुआ, that is known as velocity. Unit time में कितनी distance travel की, that is known as speed. Now see here. Here this is a body moving along a straight line. Straight line means it is one dimensional motion. As we know that straight line motion is a one dimensional motion. Body starts from A, reaches at B. Suppose how much is the distance traveled? 100 meter. And in how much time? 10 seconds. So see here. If I ask what is the distance traveled here, so you can see that distance traveled is equal to 100 meter, and distance traveled is 100 meter. So this is 100 upon 10, that is equals to 10 meter per second. Now if you find out the velocity, so velocity is displacement upon time. So what is the straight distance between A and B? It is 100 meter. A से B के बीच की straight distance कितनी है? 100 meter. So it will be equal to 100 upon 10, that is 10 meter per second. Means both are numerically equal. Both are numerically equal. It is clear. In this case, in the straight line motion, earlier you have seen that the displacement and distance are equal. Now you are seeing that this speed and velocity both are numerically equal, but both are the different quantities. What is the difference? It is a scalar quantity. It is a vector quantity. Vector quantity means which have magnitude as well as डायरेक्शन, जिसमें मैग्नीट्यूड भी होता है और जिसमें डायरेक्शन भी होता है, बट इट ओनली हैज मैग्नीट्यूड. हाउ विल यू रिप्रेजेंट देम? इट इज रिप्रेजेंटेड बाय v. हियर इट इज रिप्रेजेंटेड बाय v के ऊपर एरो. v के ऊपर एरो. इट इज क्लियर. एंड व्हेन वी राइट दिस in this way, it means modulus of velocity. Modulus of velocity. And what is the meaning of modulus? Modulus means magnitude. Modulus means जो उसकी numerical value, that is known as modulus. It's clear. Means here it is 10 meter per second. Here it is 10 meter per second. Now you try to understand speed and velocity by another example. By another example, you can see here. Suppose a body moves on a circular path and completes one circle in the time t. कितने टाइम में एक चक्कर लगा लेता है? t टाइम में लगा लेता. In how much time it is completing one circle? Suppose it is completing one circle in the time t. So see here, what is the distance? What is the speed? Not distance. Distance will be equal to the circumference. Already I have told. Here this is the radius. So circumference is 2 pi r. This is the distance upon time taken is t. So speed will be 2 pi r upon t. Whether its value will be 0? No, its value cannot be 0. And why? Because neither this is 0 nor this is 0. ना तो ये 0 है ना ये 0 है. It's clear? It will be definitely greater than 0. But In the same case, if you find out the velocity, in the same case, if you find out the velocity, what will you find? You will find that velocity comes out zero. Numerically, velocity is zero. And why it is zero? Because the displacement becomes zero. Starting and final point coincides. And it coincides, therefore displacement is zero upon time is t. कितना time लिया था? T time लिया था. Therefore, it will be zero. It will be zero. It is clear? Means here you can see that both are numerically differing. In the earlier case, we have seen that speed and velocity both were numerically same. But here in this case, we find that the velocity is zero, but the speed is not zero. Now you take another example here. Suppose instead of completing one rotation, you can take the radius equals to 1 meter. Radius equals to 1 meter. So when body moves from here to here and reaches at a diametrically opposite point, diameter के दूसरे एंड पर पहुंच जाता है, then what is the distance traveled? It is equal to this length. And what will be this length? Pi r. Pi is 3.14, r is 1, that is 3.14 meter. Suppose it comes from here to here in how much time? In t time. So what is the speed? Speed will be distance upon time taken, this. It is clear? Now if you find out the velocity, so velocity, the straight distance between initial and final, means this length. What will be this length? Radius is 1 meter, therefore this length will be 2 meter because this diameter. Time taken is t, so this will be 2 upon t. Now which one is bigger? So definitely speed is bigger. Speed is bigger. It's clear? So see here, from here you can conclude that velocity cannot be more than the speed. Velocity की minimum value कितनी हो सकती? 0. Velocity की maximum value कितनी हो सकती? Speed के बराबर. क्या velocity का magnitude speed से बड़ा हो सकता है? No, it cannot be. ये नहीं हो सकता.